At the end of the day, I'm doing what feels right for me and chasing down my dream. I'll be honest with you, things have been tough lately. It's been a challenge during these times to want to get better and to motivate myself to want it. But lately, I've been wanting it a lot more, and I'm going to Vancouver in a few weeks to train with Pasco again. And in today's video, I'm showing off some of the tips and the talks that I had with him on my last trip that I didn't get a chance to share.
No, I'm not sure why we dropped before he shot.
Pasco's one of the most detailed goalie coaches on the planet. This video is sponsored by NordVPN, and it starts right now. Every day you gotta find a reason to get your ass up out of bed. That was all for 5 seconds. Was it worth it? I don't know. Ask her. I'm gonna be doing a little bit of a essential work trip coming up for the next little bit. Gonna be going to Vancouver for a week in the middle of March. Gonna be working with Pasco for a full week. I'm very excited about that. I'm gonna be going to Banff, finding some ice out there because the next little bit in Winnipeg, it's like minus 30, minus 40 every day. Not ideal for skating outdoors. Rather skate somewhere where I can actually feel my face.
I can feel my face when I'm with you, but I love it.
I got a lot of extra footage from the recent trip to Vancouver with Pasco, skating back in December. A lot of stuff that I didn't get to post. This video is all the tips and tricks that I didn't get to share in the trip with Pasco in Vancouver back in December.
Let's show him. Okay, so in this segment, he's done this with you, but there's a couple little additions that I want to come in. So the key here is stand on the line. All you have to do is get this toe far enough in front of this dot to push to here, okay? And then back in front to there, and then push back. And you want to keep your movement maximum about 6 inches below max the line. What ends up happening is you'll kick too far. So people will kick out here, and now they're like this, and they'll go here, and now the next one will be like, it'll be a disaster. So we're here, we want to get to there, then we want to push. You see that? Now I'm here, push. So I'm just, if I could stay on the paint, I've got the right things right. Follow it, push. Follow it, push. Follow it, push. Good, keep going. Now go a little faster. Excellent. Exhale, don't forget to breathe, because you're changing color, right? It's a heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, and it's basically one movement. As soon as you get to that critical, movement where you want to be stable, that's where you just extend your toe. So if you look at me from behind, it's the same idea. Like all I'm doing is extending my toe and pushing myself to where I want to go. And I'm never in a T-push. I don't have to be in a T-push. You did it very, very well, actually. You're just making two very independent, very distinct movements. Heel, C-cut, and a toe push. And I'd like you to work towards getting, you're moving towards, and then boom, you're taking the launch. This is taken from Sweden by Thomas Magnusson, okay? Is it a drill that we're trying to do, or is it a method that we're trying to teach? There's never gonna be a time in a game where you're gonna do this in a game, okay, with pucks. So what you're trying to do is trying to master how far you need to go to keep your toes facing that puck all the time, right? And that's where the method comes in. Drills are just pieces of games that we pulled out and extrapolated. Press play, pause, rewind, and just continue to go through it. But the method, what am I trying to get you to change or adjust, is the small movement with your feet, because that is critical to success. Like if you use these tactics when you go back, you're gonna go, oh my God, I can't believe how easy the game has gotten. I'm more balanced, I'm in control, I could play 3 games in a row, I'm not gonna be tired. There's a big difference, but you work hard and you compete really hard off the charts. I saw the game where you're on your butt and you're like, whoa, hey, whoa. It's the same idea, but you're way more powerful on your knees than you will be on your ass or your back. So it's really important for you to be in there.
You want to go back and have Flemingsburg go.
But now what you're going to do is your foot's to the outside and your heel and your toe. And you're already really good at that. Obviously, you guys have been working on it. So in this one here, you just go heel, heel, and then point your toe. And then heel, point your toe. And you've got to look. When you're this way and then the puck starts going this way, just immediately get your face on it right away. Immediately get your hand on it, and then you're going to have space for you to move. I don't care about the dots. They're just there to help. Ready? Go. Push, push. Ready? Push. A little bit more smooth. Good. It's okay. A little bit more smooth. And then you'll get better and better each time. There it is. Good, little bit. Good. You see how he's starting to lean more forward? Good. Exhale, breathe. You got to breathe. Listen, if you're in there and you don't breathe, what happens is your oxygen, which is the number one fuel for your brain, then your brain starts to go a little bit in panic mode. So all the things that you'd normally recognize kind of go to the wayside because it's in survival mode. You have to breathe. And I watch, when I'm a goaltender and I'm in a cold rink and I watch the goaltenders, I'm waiting for that stuff to come out. If there's nothing coming out, I know he's not breathing, so I just mark it down. I go, you know, you never had a breath the whole time, like during that power play. No wonder you got tired. No wonder you made that silly mistake, right? We're going to get back to that skating. When a player comes down the ice and he is a right-handed player, so his stick would be on the inside. If I stop with this foot, right, on this side, what's he going to do? He's going to pass or he's going to drive this way. So now what am I doing? I have to get over. So I got to pay attention when you're talking about the reads in the neutral zone. I take it one step further. Okay, I look at it, while the goaltender's watching the game, I'm looking for the turnover. As soon as the turnover happens, I identify the players and I identify their stick. So if those two players are backhand receivers, what am I going to be preparing for? Absolutely. Okay, also f***ed up receptions. So by the time they get to the middle, I've prepared. And now I've engaged into my stance. I know what my depth is. And the way we do it is very simple. You know, if you've got an even rush, our heels are on top of the crease. Yes. If we have an odd rush, our toes are on top of the crease. The timing mechanism for backing up is here and here. Now in the NHL, I did a study for Mike a while back, quite a while ago when he was with Dallas. And I found that every goalie, no matter who it was, Ryan Miller, who comes out really far and with players, Lundqvist, who's probably the only time he challenges, he comes out really far. As soon as the puck touches the top hash mark, every goaltender, the top 13 in the NHL at shootouts, every one of their heels is touching the edge of the crease. If you're too far out, they're gonna take advantage of you. First thing you got to recognize is rooting, like you do in football. Secondly, whenever they get to the hash or just before the edge of the circle, they fake. This is the fake zone. And then once they get into here, that's when they're going to take you for a ride. But the whole idea of this is understanding the routing, then you know what they're going to do. Yeah. Secondly, you know that they're going to fake, so you don't have to lose your shit. And then you know what they're going to do when they come in. If they fake to your left foot, they're trying to freeze that foot. So as soon as you go to react, then they take it the opposite direction. So we're going to the other side. We'll do that blocker side because I want you to get some elevation too. We didn't get that to that yesterday. You're on left center. Here goes the puck. You're watching it. You're scanning. And then as soon as it gets up to here, that's when you're coming out. Now you're dead on me. Like I have no way to go. So you've got all the way up to this timing mechanism. Now that changes every rink. This is an Olympic rink, very similar to what you play on.
You know, Pasco's a great guy and even better goalie coach, but I think one area that he really lacks in is internet security, which is why NordVPN is today's video sponsor. 2020, a lot of bad things happened. 2021 is a year of building and trying not to make the same mistakes. And in 2021, I'm taking my internet security very seriously, and so should you. Every time you go online, your personal information is exposed to thousands of potential threats. Every time you go onto eBay, Facebook, Instagram, or you upload a YouTube video or go to comment in the comment section of one of these videos, your security is at risk. But with NordVPN, you log into one of their hundreds of servers worldwide. Canada, US, New Mexico, wherever you want to sign in from. You can sign in from there, from that location, and keeps all your information safe. And when you go to the first link in the description at nordvpn.com and use the promo code TRAP for Oilers, you get 2 years plus 1 month for free on your subscription. NordVPN's awesome, and everybody should have it. Thanks for watching this quick commercial break. Back to the video with Pasco.
Good. You see that? Like that's already improved right away. Good. Okay, you got that? So that doesn't change. Once we penetrate the house and once we get into block, that's the tactic we're going to use, is advanced tracking. So when I pass the puck, when you're using left center position here, go ahead. Use left center position. Your feet don't have to be that wide apart, okay? And the reason why is because your shuffle is going to be, what did I promise you? Sure. It's going to be what kind of game? 6-inch game. So when you actually finish this and you look down at what your shuffle looked like, it's going to be that big. That's all you're going to move. Okay, so get in there again. Stance, Scan, so quick scan, good. Now you know where he is. So that's gonna determine how you place your foot. If it's over there, you're gonna put your foot flatter so you can get there, right? Yeah. A lot of goalies will stand like this. Well, as soon as I beat the foot with the pass, you know. So you put your elbow on the inside of the post, go ahead. You're pinched. So I'm gonna shoot it off your pad, or I'm gonna step up and shoot it, and you can't VH. So it's really important, like now, the guys are getting smarter. In the past, we can get away with it, not now. So here, when I look, you gotta use advanced tracking. So take a quick look, good. And then as soon as it goes, eyes, and then a quick shuffle. Ready, go, boom. You see that? Like you're on top of that guy right away. Go ahead and let it go. Ready, and go. So I'm not sure why we dropped before he shot. Ready, and track. Good. No, why are we dropping? And when he fucks up, okay, and you're at 50 crease, could you go to 60? So if I come here now, and you're at 60 crease, do you have a chance to get me? Now the pass comes, pivot push, you got me. If you go to 100 crease, you have no chance in hell of getting me. Ready? Scan, go. Good, that was perfect. I mean, it's gonna be really hard to beat you. Go, good. So same idea. No! Here's another non-negotiable for me as a goalie coach. We never chase. We never ever chase players. When they penetrate the box, when we penetrate or they penetrate the box, everybody's let us down. It's just us and them, and we can't leave the net. That's our job. If we start chasing them, it's going to be a nightmare. You're basically in a triangle of depth, right? So what happens is you're about right here on that triangle of depth. If you go and move forward onto the top of this triangle and he moves a foot this way, you're off angle. You're now playing a box instead of a triangle. And the box is really hard to defend. Eyes! Good. Almost. So how big is the box in front of you here? It's only about this big. Yeah. So as soon as the release takes place and you see it going either to the left or right, all you're doing is releasing one leg faster than the other leg and bringing your head to the puck. Okay? That's head navigation. You've got this. Ready? And go. Good. Ready? Back again. And go. So why are you beating him on that side? You're attacking the puck because the only place he can score is above this pad, through this pad, or above this pad, right? Maybe a tiny bit at your gloves. Scan. Good. Go. You're not going to catch every shot. If you start separating like a banana peel, you're opening space. You got to close space down. And go. There it is. You see the difference? That was awesome. Ready? Good. 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 Don't chase. Just stay right where you are. And go. And push. Where do you go? Are you going to go there? Is that where you want to go? Yeah, because come out. So all I'm going to do as a player is I'm going to go this way, and then I'm going to try to get that puck there. If I can't get it, you know what I mean? I'm going to come this way. Go. So yeah, you did great, but you ducked your head and went straight down. Hold your edges, crowd the space on the release. Good. Good. Now, in fairness to you, we're shooting bullets like upstairs. In reality, if I did this, where would we be shooting? On the ice to, track, and then we'd move up a little bit, and then we'd go for it, right? Good. So you've got it, but you see how intense that has to be, and the movement has to be quite quiet. We're in a position like this, and the moment we break this heel, the moment we pass that heel, the blocker now takes temporary assignment for your chest. I go in, takes temporary assignment of your chest, your blocker comes straight out. Now, what is this doing? Taking away the bottom of the ice, so it's doing the job of the stick. What's the stick's job now? 5-hole. Okay, so here we go. Stance, butterfly, down. Here I go, block, and then you push. Now the load is simple. Ready? So here we go. Push me away. There you are. Now when I shoot, you're in position. So I would practice that, and kids that don't know a lot would be catching pucks like that, going, oh my God, this is incredible. No, I'm just putting you in the right spot to stop the puck every time, right? Good. You're in position, okay? So, because you've basically taken that 6x or 4x6 and you've turned it into a net about that big. It's the same thing with the blocker side, right? Go this way. You're in position. Ready? And go. So don't spread apart. Okay, you got to lean towards it, and the leg's got to come up, right? Go. When your nose gets to your knee, the left leg or right leg has to come up because of the rotation that you're trying to create. It's very hard to create a rotation when your legs are open and how do you rotate like this? It's very, very hard. But if I take my knee away, my rotation and foot placement becomes super, super easy. There's no friction at all. And that's how you're going to get to the post. Let's try it. Ready? And break and go. So you're always targeting the, yes, always.
The one thing I'm noticing is as soon as you hold your hand still, the puck's in your glove. As soon as you go reaching for it, bouncing all over the place. Let it come to you. Let it come to you, right? Just let it come to you. Same thing with the blocker. Just let it come to you. You know, all you're doing is going like that. See, when I'm doing it, this is what I was trying to tell you before, right? Like we talked about so much, of revving the motorcycle from there to there. Like my son's a skateboarder, right? And he would work on a drill, and he would work on a trick and 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 fall, and it wouldn't work and everything else. And then all of a sudden he'd get the trick and he'd never miss it again. Like every time after that, almost every time, depending on the complexity of the trick, he'd be able to do it no problem because he did it once. It's the same thing for you, right? Once you get these little things figured out, then all of a sudden it's going to be, okay, well now I've got that, now I can keep building on that, right? So, holding your hand still, just one little thing. Okay, now I hold my hand still, all of a sudden catching's easier, so I don't have to worry about it. We don't coach like anybody else. So a lot of what you're seeing is, nobody's seen that before.
This is going to be like the most productive coaching I've had long ever.
Oh yeah.